Probably all can hear me, but let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Are we live? Are we live? Can you all see me, hear me? Hopefully you can. If you can hear me in the chat, go ahead and leave me a comment that you can hear me and see me now. Give it a second to load up. Let's see if it works. All right. I think we are live. Let me, everything indicates that we are live. Everything is looking good. Let's see. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, John McLauchlan here with JAmemories. Welcome to the feed. Welcome to the channel. I made the mistake of not checking my preview before I hit the live feed. And that just happens. Live feeds are one of those things that you just deal with. And we'll get into all that. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's having fun. My name is John McLauchlan. If you don't know who I am, welcome to the channel. Welcome to what we are doing here on the channel. So one thing that I'd like to tell everybody first off is welcome back. We have not had live streams since about May 1st of this year. And that is actually on purpose because of the fact that one of the things that we want to do is keep our costs down. Oh, not ready for that yet. One of the things that we want to do is we want to keep our costs down here at JAmemories. And running just running studio lights, studio camera gear, all the equipment that I run to do a live show, it just takes a lot out. So we kind of shut down during the summer. I've tried to do videos. The other reason is, even though I've not been live myself, I've been helping others get their live feeds up and running. So we are continually doing live feeds on the channel. I'm gonna do a quick announcement here in my Facebook page. So let's just see that. Okay. So, with that being said, what are we doing? So, if you're on, let me know. Join me. Thanks for joining us. If you're coming over from Facebook, normally we would live stream both simultaneously to YouTube and Facebook, but I woke up this morning deciding it was time to go back live. We are at the end of September. September is gone. Tonight is the last night of September. So obviously we are just jumping in right in to the last quarter of the year, the last 3 months of the year. 2024 has breezed by so quickly that it's hard to even believe. But we are continually doing what we do here at JAmemories. We strive to help our clients succeed. And that's what we've been doing all summer long. I've been helping, last time we talked, I had a project going on with Glory Church in Claremore, Oklahoma. They are a great group of people, an awesome group of people who are succeeding in their live streams. They are live streaming now. Their tech team is succeeding in navigating all the technology that we jumped in and added to their entire setup. If you remember, we upgraded their audio, upgraded their video, added the Osbot Tail Air to their setup, which actually was what the pastor had purchased on his own. So he did that all by himself. But and that's cool. I like the fact that they took the initiative to go ahead and do that on their own, and then we were able to incorporate that into a live streaming environment. Now, with all that being said, what are we doing here tonight? Obviously, we always have an agenda, we always have a purpose, and tonight is actually twofold. One, since I was last live to now, Blackmagic Design has done an awesome job of keeping up their end of the bargain, of making their products relational to today's markets, to today's demands. And they not only were able to keep the Atem Mini Pro online, they were able to upgrade the entire infrastructure of what they do. And they were able to, through updates, update a product that we love here at JAmemories. We have purchased numerous times for other clients, have put it into churches, numerous churches, and I am happy to say that today we're discussing, and I know I'm late to the game, but we are going to be discussing the 9.5 update to the Blackmagic Atem Mini line of switchers. Now, over the course of the year, they push updates, firmware updates, improvements. A lot of them are improvements on the quality of product, but every so often, Blackmagic will push out an update that actually improves the product without costing you a penny. If you buy the Atem Mini Pro right now at $295, it's 3 years down the road and they decide to update it, a firmware update, you as a owner of that unit can then take that product and push an update to it and get all the features that are built onto that software, that hardware. So today we're going to talk about 3 key features that they have implemented in the into the Blackmagic Atem switchers, which I honestly think are awesome. Other thing that we're going to talk about is a few products on Amazon that I think every studio should have. I've got 3 products that I have been looking at, either purchased myself or looking at to get purchased in the near future. So we're going to be discussing that as well. So I'm excited to see where everybody is, what everybody's doing, but at the same time, thank you so much for being here. If you're watching after the fact, make sure you leave a comment, leave a emoji, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and then as well turn on the bell notifications. So let's get right into it. Let's start out with Amazon. Now, the reason that I'm doing Amazon products is obviously you see down below in the descriptions a few Amazon links. Those are all affiliate links. When I first started JAmemories, one of the first things I did was join Amazon affiliate and linked up my store, JAmemories, to the as an affiliate. What that does basically is it gives me a small commission on anything that you guys purchase through my affiliate links. It's a way for you guys as customers to get the products you want, but yet at the same time it pitches Amazon gives their affiliates a commission off those links. So any of the links in the description below, you can then share, click on, browse, and if you like the products, get it for yourself. It doesn't add anything to your cost. It's just a way for you guys to support the channel and support what I do as a content creator and as a business owner for others to build up their live streaming platforms. So the first item, we saw a preview. It's on the description of the event in Facebook, and I discussed it here. And I think everybody has one of these. It's a power brick. You know, you buy these little things, you get them in the store. Everybody's got their advertising on it. They come in all different sizes. Well, Neewer, who is a maker of broadcast equipment across the board, you find many of their products on Amazon, but they do have a website, Neewer.com, Neewer.com. They have some awesome products. Well, they came out with, along with a bunch of others, a power brick that's not like most power bricks. It's not just your standard USB power brick and you can power your phones 5 volts and stuff like that. They actually have a power brick that allows you to power anything that could use up to 6,000 watts of power. Let's go over a couple things. Let's look at the picture. Okay, so this is the unit right here you're looking at right now. It is a Neewer Mini V-mount battery. 6,800 milliamp hours, 99 watts, 14.5 volts. That's a lot to take in right there. Just right off the bat, take that in. You've got 6,800 milliamp hours. You've got 99 watts of power and 14.5 volts. That means it will power 12 volts, it will power 8 volts. It's got USB-C, USB-A on this thing. And if you go through the pictures, you can see the various ways of charging, of powering. You can power multiple devices at the same time. This works great for those who want to create a camera rig and do a remote shoot, because you can power your camera, your microphone setup, your lighting setup, all from this one power brick. And it creates a lot of options for you. And it's got DC outputs, it's got USB-C, and it does have a D point, a D-tap on it. Now, D-tap, you do have to have the right adapter for that, but that opens up the possibilities to power your up to 14 volts, 14 amp power drawing off of this. And it allows you to have that ability to create a workhorse for your perfect rig. So no longer are you tied down to just individual batteries for your entire rig. Every unit has its own battery. You can then power this off of one battery, multiple devices at the same time. So I'm going to drop the link to this in the description. I will drop it in the description later after the fact. But yes, you can get yourself one of these. Now, if you get them in the next hour and a half to 2 hours, they are on sale. There is also a coupon, as you can see on the screen. As you can see on the screen, there's a sale and there's a coupon available for Prime members. So click on it, and for me, it says Prime overnight, which means if I bought it right now, I'd have it before I wake up in the morning. Now, I don't know if that's available everywhere, but it seems like these things are available relatively good. And being on sale right now, I'd say grab yourself one, and or maybe two if you want. And yeah, now the lightning deal, you can't get that more. You can only get one of those. But $129, it might be worth getting one for $93 and then one at $129, because you never know when you'll need these. So check them out, get them. Now, I'm going to drop a second one because there are different models, and there is a difference between the power cables, and you have to be careful because a lot of equipment is not coming with power adapters. So they do charge you a little bit more for the power adapters. So that is not on sale, but it is a little bit cheaper, and they do have a 10% off coupon available for this model as well. So I will drop that also in the chat. So if you want to get the model with the battery, with the DC power cables, go ahead and do that as well. So that's that. And remember, be mindful to look at what you're getting. You know, these are products that I find useful. These are things that I either own myself, or am getting, or I have purchased and use in the studio. I'm not gonna promote a product that I have not seen nor gotten my hands on, because a lot of times there are plenty of places that sell knockoffs or sell you cheaper models. They are cheaper, but you gotta remember, you get what you pay for. Now, not all the time, because I have bought the knockoffs, I have bought the cheap items, but they have held up to the test of, yes, they are good quality stuff, which gets me into the next product, because one thing that you have to keep in mind is that that you are getting a product that is, it may not be the perfect item, it may not be exactly what you thought you needed, but it is something that you could use. Now, in our industry, in our line of work in the broadcast world, we're always looking for that next best monitor. Everybody's, I'm surrounded by, 12 monitors in this room, and I've got a lot of monitors, I've got a lot of screens, some on, some off, and it's for some, it's overbearing. But for me, it allows me to spread out what I'm doing, see things in different places. So I'm always in the market for a good quality monitor that's gonna get me what I need, the space I need, and the square footage that I need. A lot of what I get at 1080p. I'm always looking for full HD monitors. Yeah, I could go with the 4K, you get a little bit more clarity, but nothing I do right now is 4K, and to save a little bit of money, I'm looking for that smaller footprint, and I'm going to obviously stick with the 4K monitors. Stick with the HD monitors. So I was scouring when I was looking at stuff, and I actually found a monitor that was marked really, really low. And it's unbelievable how low monitors are these days, whether they're computer monitors or TVs. You can walk into Walmart and just see a variety of monitors on sale that blow my mind. I was in Costco the other day, and they have some of their large monitors for less than $250. Now I'm talking 55-inch TVs. TVs have come down in price. So it makes sense that HD monitors would do the same. So we have up next a monitor for your viewing pleasure, no pun intended, and this is a Sansui. Now you might go, well, who the heck is Sansui? I have no idea, but I have actually used these monitors in the studio. They're good quality pictures. They've got good quality response times. And for what we're doing, it has the response that we need. It's got, now you have several options here, as you can see down below. You've got the 75 Hertz, you've got the 100 Hertz, you've got the 27-inch 100 Hertz, and then, yes, you do have the ultra-wide HD with speakers. It is a little bit faster response, 144,000p AMD graphic card in it, and this is designed for the more the gamer in you, I guess. So if you're into gaming, this would be the option. And if you get it right now, if you get on there right now, they have a $50 coupon off, knocking this down from $199 to $149, which honestly, believe it or not, that is a steal. So we are going to grab this. We are going to grab this link here and drop it in the chat for you guys, because you know when I first looked at this morning, it didn't have the $50 coupon off. But having that $50 off, it makes it's a game changer, because you're knocking down now a $199 monitor, normally down to $149. So it's almost the same price. It's a little bit more than the other models. Plus, it's 27-inch, so it's a little bit bigger for your gaming experience. Now, yeah, I agree, it's not curved. These are not curved, but you are able to rotate these. It's got the dual display ports. It's got speakers built into it. You got a lot for your money. So check them out. Now, if you want the other models, you can do that. Actually, I'll just leave that one link up, and then obviously you can switch to which one you want. You know, obviously the 69 doesn't have anything. You get $20 off for the 24-inch 100 Hertz, and then you get 10% off on the 98, which ends up being only about $9. So you get better deals when you look around and you look. And again, go by what you need. I mean, if you don't need a monitor, don't buy a monitor. If you're looking for a monitor, these are some good quality monitors that will get you what you need to do and get you out the door, get your gaming set up and allowed to just experience and immerse yourself in the monitor that you need. Now, obviously, when you talk about studio setups, you're sitting here and you're looking at products and you're looking at expanding. One of the things that I'm doing is I'm getting ready to update my studio space. I'm in kind of this galley area right here. It's actually kind of small. You may not be able to tell exactly how much space I have, but it's kind of condensed and not quite what I really want to look like. So I have several pieces already bought for it, but there's one thing missing, and one of the things that I purchased not too long ago is this little packet. And this packet has all kinds of cable management things, clips, Velcro, tie wraps, cable sleeves. But one of the things when I was looking through my shopping list, looking at what I've purchased in the past, an item that just popped up in my shopping cart as an option was something that I had looked at previously but never purchased. So I went there, looked at it, and it actually is on sale today. Don't know how often it will be on sale, but they do have a limited time offer, and it's $16.96. But it gets better because they also have a 10% off coupon. As you can tell, I love deals. I love the option of having a deal that not only is useful, because having a coupon and having a deal on products I don't need mean nothing to me, because all it's doing is causing me to spend money. But if I'm gonna buy something and I can get a coupon for it and get a deal on it, I'm gonna jump on that, because that's the kind of thing I'm looking for. And so what that is these Underdesk Cable Management Systems. Now basically they are channel links that allow you to slip your cables into, hide them up. You can do, they stick to the desk, they adhere to the desk, okay? And the nice thing about it is you can put it on the back, on the underneath the desk, along the legs, if you got thick enough legs, and then run all of your cables. Because obviously at the end of the day, we all want cable management. And what is the key about cable management? It's not being able to actually manage all your cables and figure out where everything is. For a lot of people, cable management is simply cleaning up your cables. You don't know how many times I've watched YouTubers talk about cable management and all they're doing is hiding their cables. Well, this gives you the opportunity to hide all of your cables, to bundle them all up, put them into a sleeve, and just get them up out of the way so that your feet are free, your desks are clean. Now, one thing that you have to keep in mind, obviously when you're doing cable management, is the length of your cables. Because when you do cable management correctly, you tend to have a little bit longer cables than what you used to. So keep that in mind. Cable management is a key component to success, because it declutters everything, makes your desk look nice. And I am not going to show you my desk right now because I don't have cable management. I am definitely not the cable management king at all. So I am not going to show you my desk. It's just not going to happen. But at the same time, you are, did I drop that monitor in there? I think I did. Let me see. Yeah, I did. Okay. So I need to drop it here. Give me 1 second, guys. So I did a event on Facebook. If you're coming over from Facebook, thank you for joining. I'm also adding links to all the products on Facebook, making sure that I've got that going. So want to make sure that everybody on both platforms are getting the content. So obviously the cable management under desk, it could be on top of the desk too, I guess, as long as you do it in a neat fashion way. The one thing I like about these, I've looked at several other ones, is the layout of the thing. And for some, it doesn't mean much, but with the lip up here, and they do a good job of showing you this lip right here on this. This company, the the J channel, basically, instead of having the loop down in, which sometimes when you have that and you go to pull a cable out, it gets caught underneath that little loop right there, this loop right here, and it tends to not be able to come out very easy. You have to fight with it. On a J hook, the cables follow the flow of the plastic. Now these are plastic, so they are able to be installed easily. They do come in 2 different colors. The white is a little bit more expensive right now, but the black, like I said, is $16.96. Plus, you get that 10% off coupon if you take advantage of it right now. So, and that's normally $26.99. Not a great cost even at the normal price, but hey, personally, if you're gonna buy something, get it on sale. So check those products out. I'll drop that link into the chat and let you guys get that as well. Okay, and then also put it on Facebook so that you guys over on Facebook can get it there as well. Now, why did I go all through that? Those are products that I think make a studio great. Even if you're not in a studio, you can obviously use those in a remote setup, live streaming, and personally, with everything going on with Atems and stuff like that, we all need a monitor for our Atem setup. So even if we're just going with a basic Atem Mini switcher setup, it's something that you need to be mindful of. And if there's a product out there that you guys want to see if I can get a good price on it. Now, before we go any further, I want to let you guys know, as a consultant for companies, I have opportunities to provide great sales on products. I get promotional products, I get special deals, and as a consultant and a dealer, I have dealer pricing, a reseller's price. So before you go out and buy something, reach out to me and say, hey, I'm interested in this. What do you think? Can you get a good deal on it? And I'll be honest with you about pricing. I'll be honest with you about what's available and where the best price to get it from. And if I can save you a couple bucks, I will do that. I will let you know that. So don't be afraid to just reach out and then do that, because at the end of the day, I want to help as many people as I can succeed in this space that we call live streaming. We just saw, I don't know if any of you saw this over the last about a month, I think since September, a big company just came out with a new product. And I don't have access to this product at the current moment. I am interested in it. I have been following the channel and the company for a long time. As many of you know, RodeCaster, the Rode company, is a manufacturer of all things audio. and they specialize in the podcast environment. They came out with the RodeCaster, and then followed by the RodeCaster 2. And that was a game changer in the realm of audio podcasting setups. Well, they have just recently came out with something that is a direct competitor to the Atems that we're going to talk about in just a few minutes. RodeCaster has been doing a great job in the audio space, but this last month they came out with the RodeCaster Video. Now, it's not just audio anymore. This unit, which I will pull up right here for you guys, this is the RodeCaster Video. This unit is a product that has 4 HDMI outs. Let's look at the back of this unit because it is quite impressive. Can you see that? Yes, you can. So they got 4 inputs, HDMI inputs, 2 HDMI outputs, 5, count them, 5 USB-C, which we'll get into in just a minute. Actually 6, but they have an Ethernet jack. This right here, which I don't know if you can tell what that is. Why did that not? I don't want to do that. Hold on. Let's go back. Okay, right here, this right here, that is their micro SD card. That is one thing I'm not keen on with the RodeCaster equipment. All of their gear uses micro SD, which, when you think about it as a company, yeah, it's all combined in the same thing. It's all uniformed so that you stick with what you know. But the micro SD cards are a little bit more pricey for the size, so you tend to have to spend a little bit more for the same size as a standard SD card. But it is what it is, and you have what that is. Now, I'm not going to go into a great detail about what this is, but the difference between this and the Atem Minis, right off the bat, you notice they have 2 XLR quarter-inch combo jacks, which means you can do microphones, instruments in this unit with a standard XLR or quarter-inch cable. You don't see that on any of the Atem Minis out there. It's just not there. You also have a monitor, stereo monitor output for room mixing. So you actually could use this in a room somewhere and present and do live stuff. You also have 2, from what I understand, 2 independent routable headphone jacks, which means you can have 2 independent feeds different from the left and right house mix. That is a big game changer because that is what makes the Rode stand out. Even on the RodeCaster Pro, they have dedicated outputs that can be routed. No other company does that. So that's what makes this a top-notch piece of equipment. The 5 USB outputs or inputs, 2 are dedicated for computers. The first 2, 1 and 2. Number 2, they say is for setup, but you can use that for 2 dedicated computers or 2 different computer feeds. You can use one as you can actually use an input for audio as the computer, as well as the video feed. The middle one, number 3, that is dedicated for a hard drive. That is optimized for high-speed read and write. So you can record all of your stuff there. which they also have a mode for program or ISO. I said I wanted to go over this, but I tend to go over this quite a bit. Anyway, the last two, these are optimized for what? USB web cameras as well as microphones. So there's another, you can have up to another 2 microphones right there because they're USB. Or if you want to bring in a 5th web camera. Now, I'll admit, you have to have a good, decent web camera, something that's been made in the last 2 years, something that's got good frame rates, because the cheaper web cameras, they're not going to look good. They're going to be very choppy, they're going to be processed wrong. So make sure you spend the money for the web cameras, which we have options for. But, you know, of course, you can always go with one of the USB Osbot cameras, the Tail Air or the Meet, or just a standard web camera, USB camera that follows you around, makes a great option. So you can add that here and have your equation. So obviously you've got 2 rows of switching. This is not your standard switching. This is not, you know, a broadcast switcher. Though it does have a lot of features that would compete with broadcast switching. Everything is done either cut or auto by a single push of a button. You push camera 1, it's going to go on air. You push number 3, it's going to go on the air. You push A, well, what the heck is A? Well, let's go into it. So you have 1 through 6. Those are your 6 dedicated inputs. Now, nice thing about the RodeCaster, what they did is they said you can route whatever you want into any of the buttons you want. 1 through 6, you've got up to 6 inputs for cameras. You plug whatever you want into them, and then you tell it what order you want on the switcher. So if you accidentally put camera 3 in camera 1's port, all you have to do is go into the software, tell it, hey, no, that's actually camera 3, and boom, Bob's your uncle, and there you go, you've got now camera 3 in the right place, even though it may be plugged into the wrong port on the outside. A through G, those are presets, pre-built and completely customizable layouts for you to make picture-in-pictures, transitions, video files, audio files, whatever you want to do, however you want to lay it out. There's so many videos right now. All the big name producers and podcasters are putting videos out on YouTube. Check them out. I know Aaron Parecki, Photo Joseph, some of the guys that I follow, they've got awesome videos on the RodeCaster video. Go check them out. They go through. I think Aaron actually goes through a complete walkthrough of how to set this up. But here's the best part. That's not all that's packed into this little unit. It also has 2 wireless receivers that are compatible with the Rode Wireless Go. So maybe you sitting there, you use a Wireless Go, which is similar to this little unit right here, the wireless microphone. Well, you compare it with the RodeCaster video, and you're not using one of the inputs. You can use that for something else. Or maybe you want to bring in a second guest, or a third guest, or a fourth guest, and you have a couple of these wireless receivers laying around, and you want to, all you have to do is pair it with this unit. This unit right here is powerful. So that's why it packs a big punch and packs a big budget. Now, right now, B&H, it has them on site. They have them available. I'm not sure. I think they're shipping. But the nice thing about the RodeCaster, and Rode has put together bundles for you. So if you're just getting into the podcasting space and you're just doing audio, you're not looking for video, you can go with the 2-person podcast setup, and then you buy this unit and you're ready for that moment when you are ready to go live with video. But say you are ready to go live. You want to jump in and you want to do a multi-camera setup. They've got it set up here. They've got a package here built in for you guys to buy it right here. Also, single camera. I think, well, this specifies cooking because they've got a mount that would hang above the table looking down. That's what this setup is for. And of course, solo streaming with a single camera, live streaming kits. Plenty of options here, different price ranges. And obviously, if you buy a bigger package, you do get a little bit different. If you're interested in any of these, drop me a link in the description, leave me a link in the comments, and I'll see what I can do. And I'll be 100% honest with you. Go, hey, I can't beat the price, so go here's a direct link to what you're looking for, and boom, there you go. Let's go and jump on the bandwagon and get you up and going. So yeah, and that's the other thing. Of course, you do have links to all the other products, the RodeCaster Duo, the RodeCaster Pro. This is nice because this unit comes with, this package comes with the Shure SMB microphone. They're not really telling you, but the SM7B is a great microphone, and it is a high dollar microphone. It is worth it, but they did something with a lot of people who just go out and buy the SM7B. One of the problems they run into is it's a low impedance microphone. So you've got to boost the level, and oftentimes when you boost it, it adds noise into the microphone. So they have actually done something inside the Rode to work closely with it so that you don't have to do that. So these microphones, many people have used the SM7B microphone with the RodeCaster and had great success. I don't own one simply because of the price point, but if you have the budget and are looking for that, then by all means, reach out, let me know what you're looking for, and I'll see if I can get any kind of deal at all. But if not, I'll let you know and say, hey, here's a link straight to the price, and go get it and have fun, and and start podcasting. And all of these products, all of the RodeCaster products, the one thing about it is you can record and stream at the same time. So you're not limited to just streaming or just recording. You can record. Which brings me back to the Atem Minis, because obviously the Atem Minis, you can do that as well. You can live stream and recording. In fact, I've been live streaming and recording for the entire duration of this little talk that we've been doing for the last 49 minutes. We've been live streaming for an hour and 47 minutes, because obviously I like to go live a little earlier, push it out to YouTube, and then hit the go live button. And then I've been recording for 47 minutes, 48 minutes for that matter, because obviously I don't want to record a whole bunch of just nothing, because then I have to trim that back. So obviously we are excited to go and do that. Which brings me to the second half of the show. What is the latest update, 9.5 update, which I have to admit, Blackmagic has released a new update since then, actually 2 since the 9.5 update, 9.6, I think 9.61. But we're going to talk about 9.5 because they directly affect the Atem Mini line of switchers. And the first thing up on there, and we talked about this, Aaron Parecki. You guys may not know who Aaron Parecki is, but Aaron Parecki, I've been following Aaron for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years now. He does all things streaming. He actually is more dedicated than I am. He goes out and live streams all the time. He has his own studio, has his own space, and he's always upgrading. And he live streams weekly, answering questions about live streaming. And he's one of the first guys that I watched when I first got into the Atem space. But last year, 2023 Blackmagic convention at NAB, he asked a very strategic question. He asked, is SRT coming to the Atem Mini line of switchers? For those that don't know, SRT stands for Secure Reliable Transport. It's a protocol used to stream across multiple devices across the internet. Now, there's the stream that we're using today is RMPT stream, and that is dedicated for streams that have a good, solid internet. RMPT requires a solid internet connection. Right now, we are pushing 9.9 megabits per second up to YouTube. When I go to Facebook, I'm pushing roughly around the same amount. So I'm doing 20 or so megs a second up to Facebook and YouTube. That requires, because it's RMPT, a solid core connection. SRT, the difference between SRT is the fact that SRT is designed to work with a lower, unreliable internet connection. I don't understand how they get away with it. I just know that it works. I've used it in the past. Well, back in 2023 at NAB, they announced that several of their products that are streaming will now accept SRT. So the ultimate question from Aaron was, hey, when will we see from Blackmagic's own equipment the ability to stream to those same products that you push out? Well, I'm happy to say that as of 9.5, SRT is now built into the Atem Mini Pros and the Atem Extremes. Any of the Atem Mini that has the option of live streaming has the ability, with the latest update of 9.5, to live stream the signal to SRT. So if you've been frustrated with the Atems because it's not, you don't have the solid internet, your internet's low, now with the latest update, you can now stream to products and get that solid internet. Now, YouTube, the nice thing about YouTube is the fact that YouTube is rolling out they are rolling out SRT for encoding. Now, it is on a beta testing mode, so not every live streamer has it, but for those that have it, they can live stream. But the best part about it is, with the introduction of SRT, now you have a way of using your Atem Minis and streaming to a streaming bridge or to a web presenter. Now, what that means for people who are looking for a way to stream across the network, whether that's in the same building or even outside of their building. You have a streaming bridge in your studio. You now have an Atem Mini sitting in a remote location. You link the two up through SRT. You now have a encoder and a decoder that talk to each other, and now you can stream a multi-camera switcher from a remote location using Wi-Fi internet, and you can even do a bridge because the Atem Minis through a USB port can now use data off a cell phone. You can then connect your switch and live stream back to the studio. Now, I have not tested this. I don't know what the quality is. I don't know what the video quality is. So I am interested in getting my hands on a streaming bridge. I already have the Atem switchers. I've got personally multiple ones in the studio back at the office. I've got 3 or 4 of them. So I am going to be testing this. I just need to get my hands on a streaming bridge. And I may even get my hands on a web presenter. And that allows me the option of having the streaming bridge basically allows me to ingest something from outside my studio through SRT. The web presenter allows me to present, I can do it one of 2 ways. I can accept an SRT, or I can push out SRT or RMPT to the web. So that just gives me another platform to be able to live stream to. So, plus, like I said, YouTube is on the list because YouTube allows you to, for those that have the option of being able to live stream to using SRT, they are rolling that out in a beta form to be able to be tested to see what that does. So, and that allows those who don't have a big pipe like I have, be able to live stream good quality pictures through SRT. So that's exciting. That is one of the big updates to the 9.5. A couple other updates is the ability, okay, here we go. I almost lost the picture that I did this morning. So one of the frustrating points of the Atem that was from the very beginning, even from the beginning when the Atem came out from the very beginning, was the fact that you had very limited I/O. You only had one HDMI out and one USB out. And people were oftentimes fighting over the fact that you're limited on what you can put out and what you can push. The USB, all you had was the program out. It was either you hooked up a hard drive and recorded to it, or you put it to your computer and you can use it as a web camera, but that you were limited on what you could do. And it was very frustrating for those who needed a way to monitor their source, but also at the same time needed something to push a confidence monitor. Oftentimes you had to rig up some way of pushing program out and then duplicating that through a splitter. Or on the original ones, you had a lot of people would get external multiviewers so that they could use that output as a dedicated program monitor. However they did it. Well, with the introduction of 9.5, they have introduced USB routing option. Now obviously we're looking at one of the extreme SDI layouts, but basically what you're looking at right now is you now have the option on your output list. You have webcam out, which is the USB output. And on this model, you have all of your cameras out, you have all the media player outs, as well as you have Super Source, Clean Feed, Multiview, Program, and Preview. What that allows you to do is you can take that feed, push it to your camera, and using a third-party program like QuickTime or some other webcam viewer, you can now have a multi-viewer on your screen, so that those HDMI outputs are now dedicated to whatever you need it to be. You're no longer tied to just a single multi-view output and a single program out. Or if you need two multi-view outs because you need to split them out across multiple places, you now have that option. It creates, for the smaller models, the single one-on-ones, you're still limited in some degree, but you're not limited as much. But on the larger models where you have two outputs, two USBs and two HDMIs, that is a big game changer, because now you have the option of routing whatever you want, wherever you need it, however you need it. And it creates an option that you are now in control of the outputs of the USB port on the switcher. It's a big game changer. I know a lot of people are excited about it. I'm excited about it because then now I'm no longer tied to just using an HDMI and having the monitor over here. I can actually have one USB cable plugged into here. I'm now controlling it and watching the multi-view on one monitor in front of me, which, believe it or not, is a big deal. Because right now I'm looking over here to my left. Actually, this is my right. I'm looking to my right over here at the monitor and things. So now a few of the other updates out there are they do have the option of changing your multi-viewer layout. You can turn off borders on your multi-view. You can change the color of the border. You can turn off the individual names now, where you couldn't do that before. And for some, when you're doing lower third graphics, and you've got lower third graphics and you're looking at the boxes, a lot of those lower thirds fall right where that word is. So you can take that away, and you're no longer trying to figure out, is that the right one, or is that something that can I take that away? They now have that option there. Also, and this is a big one, and I didn't actually make a graphic of it, but one of the most frustrating things for people who use the actual surface for cutting, which I don't, I use a Stream Deck, but for those that do, the fade to black button. The fade to black button is one of those notorious buttons that if you hit it, it's devastating, because you're watching without even realizing it that your monitor is going black. And if you're like me, who don't watch the multi-view all the time, and you accidentally hit that button, and you're talking to the screen, and then look over at your monitor, you have absolutely no idea when you hit that button. All you know is you're in black. You seem to be frustrated. Well, they now have an option in the settings under General to disable the fade to black button, which I've never had a problem with, because like I said, I don't use the actual surface for switching. My switcher lives in the rack away from my hands. I'm using the Stream Deck. But for those that do use it, that is one of the most frustrating things. So, just a few updates that are key. Now, one thing, I mentioned it earlier, one thing that is crucial to understand about this update, all of these updates are free. If you own the Atem Mini Pro ISO, Atem Mini Extreme, Atem Mini Extreme ISO, the Atem Mini SDI, actually it has to be the Pro, and the Pro ISO, Extreme ISO. If you own those, then you have access to this update. Oh, I don't want that. Hold on. So if I go to Blackmagic Design's website, okay, so I'm here at their website, right? And you go to support, and then you click on the Atem switcher update, and then download the 9.6.2. Now this update is designed for the Constellation HD models. I can go straight to the 9.5 that they continue to leave all of the updates there. However, the nice thing about Blackmagic Design is they do cumulative updates. So even though my Atem, which what version is this on? I'm using 9.0. So I don't have the latest version. I have 9.0. So, and then if I go to connection and go to setup, my switcher is actually on version 8.6.1. So I actually read on Blackmagic's website on the blog why there's a discrepancy between the software version and the hardware version. With all of the Atems that they have out there, this is an answer to that question of why there's a discrepancy between the hardware and the software for the Blackmagic Atem switchers. And in all honesty, all of their line of products. The software package is a cumulative update. It carries all the previous updates that they had, as well as all the future things for the products. So if there's nothing to be updated, they're not going to push that update to that product, to that hardware. The software will still be updated, but the hardware will stay where it is because there is nothing in that update, or you will go up to the latest version that does have something to affect on that switcher. Now, I will admit, I actually had this problem this week, last week. There was an update, I think it was 9.61, that I updated to, and that pushed an update to one of my switchers, the Atem Constellation 2ME HD. I say that 5 times fast. Or is it the 4K? I can't remember. It's one of those two. And that actually broke a few things. And I think this 9.6.2 is actually a fix to some of those. So going back to what I said about switching, you click on the Atem switcher, and then you're going to download whichever version you have. They have software for Mac and Windows. I'm a Windows guy. I've already registered all my switchers, so I'm going to go ahead and just download only. The download will start. Obviously, I'm installing, and boom, I'm going. Okay, and that's really all you have to do. Once you install the software, I'm not going to install it right now because in order to install the software, I've got to uninstall the software before, and that is key. Most of the Blackmagic equipment and software, you just update in place. The Atem switcher software, because it's such a big, bulky item, they require you to uninstall the software. And it's very important, hear me, when you get ready to update your software, save your settings, all of your settings. Because once you bring it in, you're gonna have a clean slate. You want to be able to restore your settings back from the previous version. You will get a warning that says, hey, this is an older version, some of the settings may not be the same. Which is understandable because if they've added features that are not in there, they won't be in your update. But don't be afraid to go ahead and restore it and then go through your settings and fix anything that may be messed up. I would not recommend doing this right before a live stream, because you will find that there is something broken that you have to spend a couple minutes to a couple hours to figure out how to fix before you go live. And that's it. You're live, you're ready to go, you're up to going good. So why did that not go? Why? Apparently because I'm downloading, it also caused me to interfere with my feed. So, not highly recommended to overload your computer that you're also running your Stream Decks off of. That's just part of life. Well, it is now 9:12. Let's see if anything is going on in the chats. Nope, nothing here. Live streams. We have the 4 products that I gave you from Amazon. Check out RodeCaster Pro over at B&H. But again, don't be afraid to reach out to me. I might be able to get a better deal. I can't say. I do have one last thing I'd like to show you guys. As a distributor, I have certain products and certain companies that I have exclusive deals with. And it's extensive and it's ever changing. And I'm going to leave this in the description below as an add-on. But these are just some of the products that I have access to at a discounted price. So if you're interested in any of these products, any of these companies, reach out, let me know. I'll be happy to run a quote for you guys and get you the best price possible. And this covers the full gambit of broadcast equipment. Now I will admit, these companies are not necessarily cheap. These are industry standard broadcast quality equipment. So if you're just getting off the ground, these may not be what you're looking for. But if you're serious about broadcasting, if you're serious about getting into that space, reach out. Ozbot is on the list. Blackmagic is on the list. Magix for the software for NLEs with Sony Vegas. I can't say Sony anymore because it's not Sony, it's Magix. Vegas Pro. We've got New Blue with all the graphic stuff. We've got ProDad, more software. Ross is a big one because they make all things switchers and videos. Fujinon and Fuji Films for the lenses and the cameras. I can't even name them all. There are so many on this list that just stand out. Extends is hardware that not hardware. It's hard drives, large capacity, fast, extensive hard drives that you can plug directly into your camera and capture full raw quality footage to the hard drive while recording. It's unbelievable. Hive, quality, industry standard lights for your studio space. There's a couple other things. I mean, Ether WAN is networking stuff. Let me think. Blackhawk, they make cable options. Telescript, international teleprompters. Technical sync. Technical sync. They are, if you're in an environment where you need sync generators on all your cameras and be able to sync up your videos, and you don't have any way of syncing up, these things are great to link up with. So take a look at their websites, and let me know if there's anything out there that you want. Again, I will link to the videos in the description. I'll put this in there, and feel free to reach out. Leave a comment on the videos. Go to JAmemories.com, click on connect, link up with me there. You can leave me an email at john@JAmemories.com. Orders@JAmemories.com is another one you can use. Just reach out. Feel free to reach out, because that is one of the things I want people to do, is get quality equipment that is going to help you get up to the next level of doing all kinds of things. Because at the end of the day, I get goosebumps when I see somebody succeed in this space. And I was thinking earlier, as I get this prepped for you guys, I was thinking just before the live feed, and I had to get some stuff. About the fact that, I've been doing live streams now with Richard Roberts for a good 2.5 months. I think we just did our 51st live stream today. And one thing I've learned over the course of the time of doing live streams every day, Monday through Friday, is the fact that, I used to come down here and stress over all the setup, make sure everything's working, and then just sit here stressed out about, I've got to go live. And yeah, we made some mistakes. I don't have all my setup here, so my buttons are not working as well as I would like. I'm using some, one or another options there. But one of the things that I love about doing live streams is I no longer stress about it. And I think that's one of the things that gets me to be able to help other people succeed is the fact that because I don't stress out, I can succeed where some people may not be able to. So check us out. Go check out the website. Let me type this real quick. And and if there's anything, I mean, if you've got questions, if you have a setup design that you want to go over, if you want to discuss a potential project that you want to do, reach out. Let me know. If I can help you, I will be the first to tell you. If I can't, again, I'll be the first to tell you, hey, this is above and beyond what I can do. I don't have time, or whatever the reason is. But get it going, and then Okay. Other than that, I think we're about done. So, in closing, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you turn on notifications. If you happen to watch this video completely, first off, thank you. I know it's a long video. I know it's a long stream. I will do my best to put times in below about where things are and get you guys linked up that way. Also, I'll drop all the links to all the products in the actual description so you can go and get them there as well. Thank you for watching. Also, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, leave a comment in the description, even if it's simply a emoji. And thanks, and we'll see you next time. I can't guarantee when the next live is, but we will be live again soon, and look forward to it. I'll catch you later. God bless you, and we'll see you later.